Good morning, everybody. Hello. Happy Sunday. I hope all of you guys are doing well. Goodness, there's a lot of you guys here already. So hi to Lexi and Patrick and Vintage Moon and Gigi. And let's see who else. I saw Tarot Treble and Ensky. And hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Dustin, and this channel, Modern Metaphysicae, is about all things occult and esoteric with a very heavy lean on the tarot. Because of some crazy scheduling snafus and stuff this month, we're doing an extra late live stream. We're going to do another episode of my recent roundups where I share with you all of the things that have come into my collection in my practice in the past month. So if you're interested to see what things made the cut or what things have been brought in, this is the video for you. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Hello, good morning. Hi, Elowen. Yeah, at 71. It's finally cold in Florida. A balmy 71 degrees. I wish. I wish. A lot of you were off with your predictions on hat or no hat, and I don't know if I haven't I don't think I've shown this mug in a while. And this is my moon mug. Hello, good morning. Excuse me while I caffeinate because I've had no coffee except for this just now. So we're gonna get some caffeine flowing through my caffeine system. Um, As always, you guys, with all of these kinds of live streams, you'll find links to everything I'm showing down in the description box down below. So if you're looking for something, you can check it out down there. There's also links to all of my social media where you can reach out and connect, as well as a link to my personal website where you can book a tarot reading with me. So if you're looking for any of that stuff, it's in the doobly-doo thing down there. You know the drill. Um, yeah, and if you guys have questions or comments or anything you'd like me to see or read, do it in all caps, do at Modern Metaphysicae, it'll highlight it on the screen for me. Whatever. If I do miss something, just keep posting it. Sometimes that does happen. Um, so yeah. Yeah, I love this little mug. It's a cute little mug. I usually don't drink out of, so all my big mugs are dirty right now. So for those of you who are unawares, I did open a second boutique store location. So the grand opening was yesterday. So of course this past week I was a busy little bumblebee, getting things ready, getting things in there. I have posted some images both on the community Discord server and of course on Instagram and Facebook. So if you follow me on social media, you will have seen photos of the new space. The grand opening went really, really well, so I'm really excited for that, and it's opening weekend, so hopefully that trend continues. But now I can finally kind of like take it down a gear and relax because I am pooped. Which is probably why I'm a little low energy today, but that's okay. We will make it through. We will make it through. Um so yeah, it was quite the week to say the least, and I am tired. But yeah, I hope everybody has coffee. Everyone has yummy coffee. I know some people, while we're waiting for the stream to start, were talking about making their coffee. Um and all that fun stuff. So yeah. Patrick says I'm the one with the plain white mug. Yeah, all my big mugs are in the dishwasher right now. So a normal person, a normal size mug, which just means that as soon as the stream ends, I'm gonna go refill this thing because this is like half the coffee I normally drink on a live stream. So, anyways, let's get started because I have quite the pile of things to share with you guys. The first of which, I have one book. We have one book that came in the past month, and that is my pre-order for the Elements book, which I featured on one of the upcoming and new releases recently. This is a series of books by Thames and Hudson. It's kind of in the same vein as the Tashin Library of Esoterica kind of thing, but a little bit less nice, I guess, but kind of around the same price point. So let's swap cameras here to show and tell. There we go. And it might be a little bright. We'll see. We will see. Okay. So I love these books. They're kind of like coffee table style books. They're printed very nicely. There's little essays and things like that. It's a little on the bright side. Let's knock it down a couple notches. There we go. Um, but in here, you will find lots of really lovely photographs and pieces of artwork pertaining to elements, which I thought was really, really, really cool. Poetry, essays, text. I love these books. I just love to just sit and kind of peruse through them. I think the more I, you know, think about the reason why I love these books so much, I think it's just because it really satisfies my ADHD brain because it's always like something new on every page. Um, but yeah, it's a really cool book. I love this series from Thames and Hudson. I think it's super duper fun. These are really fun. These are this I've seen these, and I think a few people have tried to make like oracles out of these, but these are like they were cards that were made in Japan, I believe, for a firework catalog. So these are like different firework types, which I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, lots of beautiful artwork in the book. Um, I love the poetry and the quotes. These are so fun. Hello. Good morning. Hi, Tom. Yeah. So, love these books. I will say that like so they're about the same price point as the Library of Esoterica books, but I will say that I think I prefer those over these. But these are cool. Um they're nice little books. So, Elements, go check this one out. Love it. Hello, hello. Hi, Laura. So that there's deer outside my window right now. They're coming to visit. Okay, so that's the only book I had to share with you guys, but I have lots of decks, and the first deck that I want to share, in fact, let's zoom other way. Let's zoom in here. We want a little candlelight. We need some mood, right? We always need like, and we have to have the snail. Okay, we'll zoom in here. So, and I think we're gonna have to like brighten it up just, oops, other way. So, I've gotten a ton of Kickstarters in, you guys. Um, one of them being the Earth Whispers Tarot. Um, Again, links to all these things are in the description box. This one I have not gotten to play around with too much. I have looked at it. This is a little set of extra cards that comes with it that changes some of the majors, which is really interesting. Some of them are pretty intense, but there's lots of cool stuff there. And then, of course, we have the deck itself. I love the artwork in this deck. I think it's really well done. It's all kind of colored pencil art. Um, it's gorgeous. I love this card. Isn't that beautiful? It's a really cool modern take on the tarot. And I think that's what I really love about this. And it's intense and it has the light and it has the dark. And that's one thing that I like really struggle with a lot of newer decks is that they don't delve into the darker side of like humanity, right? Like they kind of just push all that kind of stuff away. The backs, by the way, for anyone who is curious, are really lovely and reversible. But yeah, this deck is stunning, to say the least. Been really, really loving kind of exploring it. The mirror moment for judgment, I thought that was really, really good. And then all of the aces are the cross quarters, which I thought was really, really fun. And the minors are so nice. And I'm not going to flip through the whole thing because we'll be here for like 5 hours. If I did this, oh, 3. But this is an intense deck, and I really want to work with it in the coming month and really kind of form some opinions on it, because I really want to do a review of this one, because look at that. It's beautiful. Love this. So good. Some really intense, beautiful art in this deck. It is a little bigger than standard tarot size. So this is a standard tarot card. So same height, but a little wider. Let me keep that there because I'm sure we're going to want to reference that a few more times. So we got this in. Have not explored the guidebook at all on this one yet, so can't really form an opinion. But for those curious, it is just kind of a simple little white book. No pictures or anything like that. So that is the Earth Whispers Tarot. So there's that. Another Kickstarter I got in was the Fire deck, Ignis Arcanae. This is by Taylor Bryn, I think is how you say it. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name if you're watching. They've done a whole series. Well, they're doing a whole series of elementally based tarot decks that are kind of like animal decks, and I really enjoy these. I love the art style and kind of the interpretations and things like that. Um, and the decks are all kind of in the same style box, and um, yeah, they're really lovely. So I have been supporting the creation of these for a while now. I have the water and the earth one. I think all that's left is air now, if I'm not mistaken. Someone feel free to correct me in chat. Um, but I'm not a big animal deck person, but I really love these. A little turtle hermit. Obviously, lots of like reptiles and stuff in this deck. I love the tower being a volcano. I think that's really clever. The decks are always very cohesive and themed really well around the element. I think that's something that I really love about these. Um, yeah, the backs are gorgeous. Aren't the backs beautiful? All the decks have gorgeous backs. Same kind of standard cardstock as the other ones. It's that nice kind of buttery, smooth cardstock with a gold gilding, the nice gold gilding on the edges. I will say this deck feels dark, not in like visually dark, not in like what's the word I'm looking for? Like concept. It's just there's a lot of dark cards, which I kind of like. Very contrasty artwork. Yeah, this is the same creator as Monsters and Myths. Yes, exactly. Yep. So, which is also another beautiful deck. So I got this one in. Yeah, the Spirit deck. Yeah, is she's doing insects. Linguophile 88. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, the air deck will be birds, and then I knew she was planning on doing like a fifth element deck, but I wasn't sure if she had picked a category yet or not. So that's good to know. Thank you. I am just looking. Oh, this is good. So mine, I did pre-order it. It's not here yet. So it'll be in next month's, but it is coming because of course. Um all right. So then I also got in this deck, which I've been loving. This is the Soul Creatures Tarot. Um, this was another Kickstarter that I backed. And I flippin' love this deck. So I've been playing around with this one a little bit. Um, and I love it because it's all based on like mythology and cryptids and mythological creatures, and it's like a mythology animal deck, right? Which I kind of really love. So I love the artwork. It spans, it's very global and in terms of like the mythology and myths and legends and things like that that it pulls from. Um, yeah, I love this. So fitting. Greek, Egyptian, obviously got some vampires going on. Patrick is all kinds of hype for this deck in chat. That's so funny. Phoenix for the sun, Ouroboros for that world card. But the artwork is gorgeous. Really fun deck. Really well done. Standard tarot size. The backs I was a little disappointed in. I don't hate them. I will say this. I don't hate them. They're just kind of like a very generic, I guess one might say. Not reversible, of course, because like there's this very telling mark here at the bottom, so you can always kind of tell where the bottom of the card is. So if that's something that's very important to you, you may pass on this one. But I love the Four of Cups as a gargoyle. Love it. Um, yeah, it's a really, really clever deck. And I've been wanting kind of a deck along these lines of like sort of like mythological creatures and stuff like that. Nothing's really kind of hit the mark, but this one really does for me. Really, really well. Eight of Swords is Medusa. Love that. So good. Great little deck. King of Pentacles is a leprechaun. Very fitting, right? So that's the Soul Creatures Tarot. Little white book, nothing too crazy. I did do a little flip through of it. Um, there wasn't anything like particularly mind-boggling in it, but what I do love is that they explain in here sort of the origin of all of what's being shown, right? So for the Five of Cups, it's the Banshee, and then there's a little blurb about it. So if you're not familiar with what's being depicted on the card, the little guidebook does a great job of kind of explaining that, which I really love. So that was fun. So that's the Soul Creatures Tarot. Really, really cool little deck. Really beautiful little deck. Love it. So there's that. Let me catch up on chat real quick and drink some more coffee. I need all the coffee. All the coffee. Yeah, the elemental animal decks are really, really nice. I hope that the creator does some sort of like set kind of thing once they have them all done. Um yeah, that's so true, Itsuki. Yeah, a lot of they all have puppies on them. Everyone loves a good Yeti. I do also love a good Yeti card. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, don't forget to thumbs up if you're enjoying the video, subscribe, all that fun stuff, so you don't miss any future content. All right. So, we finally got the Cerulean Sequence. And I was so excited for this deck, you guys. Like I've been wanting like a good numerology deck for a long time. And this deck is really good. I will say that. I don't know if it's not what I expected. it kind of defied my expectations a little bit. Oh, I need to zoom out. This is a chunker. Um, but I will say it's really cool, and I am very excited to play around with this. So the deck comes in this kind of little box with one of the, I hate these things. I hate these things. Does anybody else hate these things? I despise these things. Anyways, and it also, the guidebook I love on this, but it fits really tightly into the packaging, which it's okay, but nice little box. This is the deck itself, and this is the guidebook, which is like a sketchbook, which I really, really dig. I thought this was really clever. So you can see here that this is basically a sketchbook, with all the kind of like key phrases and words that are associated with the card as it appears. There are little like blurbs in the front to kind of explain numerology and kind of how the system of this deck works, and things like that. But basically, each deck comprises of 6 cards of each numeral, if that makes sense. So there's 6 1 cards, for example, right? And the artwork's cool. There's lots of little different symbols and things to pick up on if you want to read them intuitively. But then you also do have the guidebook, to kind of guide you. They are like a subtle rose petal finish, which I'm not a huge personal fan of, but I do really like the matte sort of cerulean blue gilding that they chose for it. So you have 6 of each numeral, like I said, so 6 2s, 6 3s, and so on and so forth. And you can pull them and read them, in a multitude of different ways. But this is very much one of those decks that is going to take some getting used to and learning and working with, because obviously this, like, it's not just a standard kind of like grab and go oracle or tarot deck. It's very much its own little thing. I love the artwork though. It's very much that kind of like art blue sketch pencil vibe, which I dig. I have sketchbooks full of kind of doodles like this from art school, so there's part of me that really has like some nostalgia factors to this. But yeah, I'm really excited to kind of explore this deck, and play with it and see if it's something that's going to be a tool that I like and work with. So, um, Elwin poking Lexi in chat. That's so funny. But yeah, did anybody else in chat get this? Or if you're watching this on replay, let me know in the comments if you got this and what you think about this. I'm really kind of curious, most of all, just to hear what the community thinks of this. It's definitely something that I'm going to go through and look at like reviews of, now that I'm not like swamped with the boutique. But yeah, like my initial reaction was like, I don't know. But then like the more I dug in, like looked at the cards and then kind of really kind of started comparing things to what's in the guidebook, the more it kind of really grew on me. So I was like, okay, all right. And there is like some like different ways of using this deck in here, which I really like. Um, so yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, I love so yeah, there is a little kind of like hidden script in the deck, which there's enough there that people are decoding it. I've seen people talking about this in some community Discord servers and stuff like that, which I thought was really clever and really fun. So I'm very excited to kind of see how like the community reacts to this deck, right? Like that's like there's really nothing else on the market like this. And numerology, like there's been a few numerology decks out there, but they've never been very good. Same with sacred geometry, right? Like those two things. Um like anytime I've gotten a numerology or a sacred geometry deck, I've always been left feeling underwhelmed, to say the least. But this one I'm really excited for, and I'm very excited to see how people like latch onto it and use it. And yeah, if you are watching this now live or on replay, and you know that there's someone doing like readings with this deck, let me know. Like send me links and stuff like that because I would love I love with decks like this to see how other readers use those kinds of things, right? Because they're very unique. Yes, James R. Eads is the creator of this deck. Yep. Yes, yes. Correct, correct. Um all right. So we had those. Um Last, but certainly not least, I shared these. These arrived last Sunday, exactly a week ago, and they sat on my deck. My deck. They sat on my desk all week unopened because I was so swamped with opening the second boutique. So I thought today we could do a little unboxing and first impressions of these two little beautiful decks that have just arrived. Had to Y'all are like cleaning. Everybody's like in chat talking about like how they're cleaning for Thanksgiving. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all the American folks out there that are celebrating Thanksgiving this week. I hope you guys have wonderful holidays and all that fun stuff. So there's that. So yeah, let's check these out together, shall we? Um, everybody everybody's buying new vacuums. What's happening? I feel like I'm missing some memo about like vacuuming. Like I mean, I most of my house is like solid floors, like wood floors, so I don't vacuum all that often. I usually either just Swiffer or sweep. But yeah. Okay. So these two lovely decks came from Boucher Design, who is the creator of these decks. This is the Orenda Tarot and the Wanderlust Oracle. They've been floating around for a little while, so these aren't like super new, but they're new to me. I love the little packaging with the little fancy string, all that fun stuff. I did order these directly from the creator off of Etsy, which is linked down below. So we will unpackage, unfurl all this stuff. I do love some fancy tissue paper. I'm trying not to like crinkle the plastic too much in the microphone. I hope that's not like um anything like that. Anything blown up your guys' ears. Now you guys are talking about Roombas. Oh my goodness. My cats, I am convinced my cats would go nuts if I got a Roomba. And they'd either freak out or they'd ride it around like a chariot. One of the two. Okay. So we got a nice little thank you card and a business card and some stickers, which I do love. I love some stickers. And this is an invoice, which nobody needs to see. Okay, so here is the Oracle deck. And here is the tarot. And then we're going to have to find some scissors. Skizzers. This is how you know it's live. Now I want a Roomba. You guys. You guys are so funny. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. One of my friends sent me this video the other day of someone who had put like a smoldering sage stick on their Roomba. And it was like going around the house, cleansing the house and like cleaning. I thought that was clever and very modern witchy. It made me laugh. Okay, so that one's open. Man, they like did a real good job of shrink wrapping these. Okay, so they're both in tuck boxes. They're both in tuck boxes. Let's see here. All right, which one do we want to see first? Oracle or Tarot first? I'm going to do a poll in chat right now. Oracle, Tarot. Okay, everybody vote. Let me know what you want. Do you want to see the Oracle or the Tarot deck first? In chat. If you're watching live, you can vote. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Ooh, interesting. Everybody vote. We'll let people vote for just a second. Oh my god, my cats would freak out if I got one of those self-cleaning litter boxes. They would actually go nuts. We're voting. Oracle is pulling ahead. Interesting. Huh. Lexi needs a goth Roomba. That's so funny. We're saving the best for last. True, true, true. All right, looks like Oracle is the winner. All right, chat wants to see Oracle first. So we're gonna end the poll, and we will do the Oracle deck first. All right, the little Oracle deck. It's very little, so tarot card for scale, standard tarot card for scale. Now, okay, so if you're that one came open. Okay, ooh, I kind of like the lavender gilding. That's cool. So it is a small. Oh, that's upside down. This is the tarot. What am I doing? This is the tarot. This is the pocket tarot. Did I order the wrong one? This is the tarot. Pause. I just assumed that's the tarot. This this is the oracle. Yes, this is the Wanderlust. Okay. All right. So we have like a rose petal finish kind of cardstock going on, not gilded. We have the little kind of white book guidebook here on the cards. This seems really bright. That's better. Okay. So the reason why I specifically got this one is because it does deal with astrology, and we all know I love me some astrology. Wanderlust collection deck. Finding your way back home. We wander through fields of self-discovery, transforming through each new life encounter, becoming the best version of ourselves. So we have elemental explanation, astrological explanation. Okay, so then we have all of the zodiac. That's kind of cool. I like these. You could use these as flashcards to learn astrology. Then we have color. So this is fun. I kind of really dig this. Oh, and it's double. I forgot this deck is double-sided. So this is why I got this deck, because it just intrigues me so much. So we have colors. Then we have moons, lunar phases. So these are all the major moons of each month, right? So the cold moon in Capricorn, flower moon in Gemini, etc. New moon, strawberry moon, wolf moon, full moon. We have all of the phases. Then we have, it looks like some numerology. Yeah, numerology. So explanations of each number. And then we have the wheel of the year. So those are that side. Then when we flip it over, we have cards that are associated with each of those things, right? So you have numerological cards, you have lunar phase cards. The artwork is gorgeous. I love this art. This is cool. This is another deck I'm gonna have to figure out how many use. Each of the moons. The colors are interesting, very graphic. I was wondering how they were gonna do that. And then, of course, you have each of the zodiac signs. So this is kind of cool. Okay. Interesting for sure. And then, okay. So, yeah. So it seems like the best move would be to pull out these sort of guidebook cards that are scattered throughout and then use it. But each one has like keywords. So, like fives represent change, instability, conflict, flexibility, outgoing adventure. Interesting. Hmm. I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna play with this. This is cool. All right, standard tarot size, by the way. Does anybody have this in chat? Hi, Simon. Hello. Hi, Katzen. Um, very intrigued by this. So we'll play with this. Get to know this. Okay, now the tarot deck. So Orenda is I think it's an Iroquois word, if I remember correctly. Um, which is like the spirit of all things. And you can see that this is standard tarot size, and this deck is smaller than that. I think this is bridge size, if I remember right. So you get little white book, and then here's the art. Let's zoom in. A little dark for you guys now. That's better. So this again is another little bit of an animal deck. I'm on a bit of an animal deck kick. By the way, the backs are gorgeous. Look at these backs. I love this art so much. Gosh, the teepee. I love it. The fox. Oh, I like the cranes and the moon. That's so cool. Interesting. So here's our miners, which are they're on the pippish side, but not totally pips. I love the dog and the Eight of Cups. That's actually clever. The courts are fun. That's so cute. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. Oh my gosh. The little hedgehog riding on the fish. I love that. Oh my god, look at how cute he is. Oh my. Oh, I like that. The strawberries. Okay. The squirrel for the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, yeah. Nine of Pence is ladybugs. Okay. Oh, I like the deer. This is the view outside my window right now. In fact, there are a bunch of deer outside my window, doing their deer things. This deck is I love this Two of Swords. It's very whimsical, which I love about it. That is cool. So like the wings, they're like almost like dragonfly wings. That's really cool. This is gorgeous. I really, oh my gosh, look at the Two of Wands. The little ladybugs. I love ladybugs. My favorite, one of my favorite things in the whole wide world is every spring when I plant my garden, I always go get like a little colony of ladybugs and I set them free in my garden. I like the beehive. That's clever. Love it. Gorgeous. So, like I said, it is a little bit of a rose petal finish, so I'm curious to see how this shuffles, especially with my big hands. Ooh, it actually shuffles really well. Quite surprised. The Meta Noia Tarot is amazing. I love that deck. Same creator, right? Yeah. Yeah, their TDM is stunning. You powdered a rose petal deck, Lexi? Okay, what did you powder it with? Like face powder? Like, or did you actually, because I know they sell fanning powder. There's like a little piece of plastic that's like floating around here. Get off my finger. Static electricity is defeating me right now. Are you kidding me? Whoa, come on. What is happening? Is it gone? Okay, we did it. Card powder. Okay, so you did buy like a specific. So I've heard people talk about fanning powder, but I've never tried it, nor have I ever used it. Where did you find card powder? Did you just get it off of like the Amazons? Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands. All great potential choices lead to struggle and fear and anxiety. But if you push past that, you'll have everything you want at the end of your journey. That's our little mini reading for today. I like it. I actually really like the size. I don't know why. It works for my giganto-enormous hands. Again, here it is next to a standard tarot. So you can see how much bigger it is. The artwork is stunning. Okay. So that, my friends, those are all the things that came into my collection. Does anybody have any questions before we get things wrapped up here? We have a little more time to hang out and chit chat. Yeah, the Metanoia Marseille is amazing. It's absolutely stunning. If you haven't checked that out here, I'll put the link to that one in chat right now for you guys. Yeah, I know I've also seen people talk about using just like cornstarch, which kind of absorbs the like the oils and stuff from your hands, especially if you have like very oily hands or skin. Do we still have time for the Brady Tarot? I think it's still going. I think it has a few. Um, let me look. Brady Tarot. We are looking at the third edition. 21 days on the Brady Tarot. Here's the link to the Kickstarter for anyone who is interested. Yeah, you got 21 days for the Brady Tarot third edition to kickstart that, which is amazing. And a Colorado artist. So yeah, love the Brady Tarot. I have the first and second editions, and I will soon have the third. I should have had breakfast. Story of my life. I have not eaten anything yet, except for the coffee you guys saw me chugging at the start of this live stream. Um, that's for my favorites videos, vintage. So this is just my recent roundup. So these are all the decks that I've gotten. Favorites will be next week. Those are always the first Sunday of the month. So that'll be next week. That's so funny that you say that because I, for the longest time, was not a big animal deck person. Like, Anima Mundi was kind of like my go-to for animal decks. But like this one and the Ignis Arcanae and the Soul Creatures, like I've been on like an animal like tarot deck kind of kick. Um, and I've just kind of been liking them. It might just be my kind of like antisocial personality flaring and just not wanting to really deal with people because I've had to deal with so many people lately, so that could be it. Um, but yeah, that's funny. It's funny how like sometimes I feel like that kind of goes in phases where like people will gravitate towards animal decks or they'll gravitate away from them. So but I'm very picky about them. I will say this, I'm very picky about my animal decks. Like they have to have like a certain look, and I definitely like them on the darker side of things, if that makes sense. Humans are hard to draw. I agree. All right, any other questions or anything like that? I had one to send to me this week by, well, based on the Visconti Sforza. Interesting. I'll have to check that. Did you post the video, Simon? I will check that out. Did I see the bird tarot that was made by a local artist in the Springs? I don't think I saw that. No. Do you happen to remember the name of the artist? If you remember, let me know. Shoot it in chat here or drop it in the comments. I feel like I need to like pull together. I'll have to do like a little mini um like one of my little mini collection videos on animal decks because I feel like I only have maybe a dozen at this point, maybe. I don't even think I have that many of them. I'm trying to think. Mm, I really don't have a ton of animal decks. Anima Mundi is definitely my like go-to when I want like an animal deck. I have El Goliath, but yeah, the Brady Tarot. So it's interesting because like the Brady Tarot, I never really looked at that as an animal deck. It was a deck with animals in it, but the animals weren't like the forefront of the artwork, I guess. It is an animal deck, 100%. But I think I never quite like I don't know. There's something other about the Brady Tarot for me. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I will check that out. Birds always get me. Always, I do love birds. There's been this flock of robins that have been like living in like the trees in the back of my house, and I've been keeping the bird bath on the back deck full of water for them because it's winter time. And it's so fun because every morning I get up and I make my coffee and I look out the window and there's like 12 beautiful big red-breasted robins sitting there like drinking water and like fighting over the bird bath. I love them, but then they poop over everything and I have to hose the deck down. But they're amazing. You're from Portland, it tracks. That's so funny. All right, friends, let's get things wrapped up. I really appreciate each and every one of you coming to hang out and chit chat and talk about tarot. As always, guys, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, click the little bell notification. Now that the second boutique store is open and going, I will have a little bit more time to breathe and get back to making videos for all of you. As always, if you're interested, real quick note for everyone, I will be posting a dark moon tarot spread in the style that I do the members tarot spreads every month for the lunar phases. So if you're curious as to what those kind of look like as a part of like the membership perks for Scholar Metaphysicae, I'm going to do a dark moon spread because we have a dark moon on the 30th, which means we have an extra new moon this month. And so I'm going to do a spread specifically for that dark moon, and design it and post it for everyone, for the whole channel. So you guys have that to look forward to here in the coming days. And then, yeah, if you're interested in joining the membership program, you get access to our community Discord server, monthly tarot scope readings by yours truly, tarot spreads, all that fun stuff, depending on what tier you register at. So be sure to check all that out. As always, guys, if you have questions or comments or if there's things that you're excited about, feel free to come back, leave a comment down below, all that fun stuff. And I hope you guys have an amazing holiday. If you guys are in the United States and celebrating Turkey Day, gobble gobble. And if not, I hope you guys are all doing well and in staying warm in these colder months. So yeah, have a wonderful day, everybody. And as always, never forget, everyone is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. So be kind out there, okay? Bye, everybody.